This is the RCUK buying guide to cycling helmets. Now today, I want to arm you guys with the details and the information that you need to get the best value for money and get the right helmet for you. So let's crack on. So I want to start by saying that all cycling helmets in the UK have to pass exactly the same safety test. This means that spending more money isn't necessarily going to buy you a safer helmet. Everything from the very entry-level helmets all the way up to the more expensive helmets are just as safe as each other. So let's start by taking a look at what we might class as an entry-level helmet. And I'm going to take you through some of the basics. Now, a good helmet will have a nice solid plastic outer shell, but then inside we'll have an EPS foam liner, that's expanding polystyrene. This is good because it's really lightweight, but also its impact resistance is fantastic. If you do crash though, one crash and then you need to replace your helmet. That is one of the downsides with EPS, but you couldn't find a safer material right now. Taking a look inside the helmet, we have this padding here. This is going to keep the harsh edges of the plastic and the EPS off of your head. Now, all helmets are shaped a little bit differently, so between brands, they're going to fit differently to your head. And we all have different shaped heads, so it's worth trying a few different ones on to see what works best for you. But a lot of helmets these days will come with a ratchet here at the back, and this is so that you can adjust the size and the fit to your head, so that it fits securely and it isn't going to come off in the worst case scenario of a crash. The straps here, the chin strap, also adjustable. You need to make sure that this fits nice and securely, but not too tightly. And finally, one of the more obvious features are the amount of holes in this helmet. This is so that you don't overheat, the ventilation allowing the air to get to your warm head. So those are the basic elements you need to be looking for in a cycling helmet. Overall, fit is probably the most important. But what if you want to spend a bit more money? If you're looking for a bit more performance, what is out there? Well, this helmet is stepping up a little bit. It will cost a little bit more, but you can see that the design has changed a bit, and not just aesthetically. Yes, there's a lot of ventilation in this helmet. Yes, it's going to fit in exactly the same way. We've got an adjustable ratchet dial as well. But taking a look inside, we've gained this yellow liner. This is known as a Mips liner. Mips standing for Multi-Directional Impact Protection System. What this Mips liner does is take rotational forces applied to the outside of the helmet in the event of a crash and isolate them somewhat from your skull. This liner moves individually of the helmet shell. It is said to be more protective, but don't forget, a helmet without this system is going to have passed the correct safety tests. Now, moving on up once again, if we want the very top level of performance, we may want to look to our helmet to do something more than just protect our head. With this helmet here, you will see that there just aren't as many vents in the top. And yes, your head is going to be warmer, but the reason for this is aerodynamics. Now we can look at helmets to give us more than just a safety system. This is going to make us faster on the bike. And so if you're looking for the absolute top in performance gains, it might be worth looking for an aerodynamic helmet. Once again, this features this Mips liner inside and all the other features: adjustable straps, adjustable ratchet, and the EPS liner inside. One of the other really cool features on this helmet is this sliding vent here. So if we want it more aerodynamic and less vented, we can slide that closed. All sorts of different helmet companies will have varying different technologies, and it's definitely worth shopping around at the very top end if you're looking for the absolute maximum in performance. So there we have it, the RCUK buying guide to cycling helmets, ranging from the very entry level all the way up to the absolute peak of performance that a professional might be using. I will remind you that all helmets in the UK for sale have to have passed a specific safety test, so no matter what you're spending, you're going to be getting a safe product. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope that's cleared some things up for you guys. For more content like this, please subscribe.